Welcome back, guys, to the This and Much More podcast. I'm Evelyn, and my co-host is
Rollie Vogues.
And today our special guest is
Miriam Valencia.
Miriam.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yes.
Real quick, whenever you talk, just try to get close to the mic.
Oh, yeah.
And then, but yeah, we're happy to have you on here.
Yes.
You know,
after multiple dates of trying to get into the schedule and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. Thank you.
No, of course. And we know that you're a realtor, right?
Yes.
That's
or broker now.
Broker now.
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, we'll get into that, but that's just like the next level, right?
Yeah, you basically just, as a realtor, you sell houses. As a broker, you still sell houses, but now you can sponsor other real estate agents under you, so you can all sell houses together.
So you get kind of like a percentage, right?
Yes, you do.
Dang. How long were you a realtor for?
I got my license in 2019, but I didn't start using it until 2020. So I got my broker license last year, 2023, so really about 3.5 years.
Oh, wow. So you don't have to do like a certain amount of years before you become a broker?
Technically, you have to do 4. And I did have 4 experience years, but I had to really calculate it because you have to Texas has to accept your application. So you need points. I had mainly my experience points is what helped a lot. Even though it was a short amount of time, it was a lot of experience, a lot of clients that I helped that accumulated to what Trek was requiring for me.
Oh, wow. So she played the system, basically.
Pretty much. Extra credit.
Extra credit.
AP.
So before we get into all of that, let's talk about you. So where did you grow up, or where are you from?
So I'm born from, let me start over. I was born in California.
You're a California girl?
Yes, and I didn't realize, I don't ever talk about that. I just told someone recently, they're like, you're from Cali? I'm like, yeah, I'm from Cali. It was so normal to me. They're like, no one knows. And I never talk about it. I'm from California.
And so you were born over there. And what age did you come to Texas?
Well, then we moved to Mexico. And we lived in Mexico for a little bit. And then we came to Houston.
What part of Mexico?
El Estado de Mexico. Yeah, so my mom is from a little pueblito, Camayatepec, and my dad is close to Ciudad de Toluca, the capital. So
what state is that?
It's the actual state. It's like a state of Mexico.
Oh, okay.
In Mexico.
Yeah.
It's like if the U.S. had a state called State
The
of the
US.
U.S. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So is that closer to California or?
No, está más abajito, south.
Oh, okay.
Como saliendo a Guerrero.
Oh, okay. That's crazy.
Who's from Guerrero? So we had somebody on here that was from Guerrero.
I think so, yeah.
But I don't know.
We have a lot of people that are from different places. Yeah. But I think yours is the one that I'm just wait, I have no idea.
Yeah, I didn't even know. Honestly.
Yeah. So how long did you live in Mexico for?
For a few years, mostly just very young. And then I feel like I've grown up my entire life here in Houston.
In Houston? Mm-hmm. So probably what, 5?
I think 5 or 6.
To Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So you know Spanish.
Oh, yes. Yeah, because my dad didn't let us talk English at the house when we were growing up. Even, I remember being 18. He's like, hablen en español. So we were always talking Spanish. I mean, I appreciate that now because I can speak it, read it, write it fluently. And with my accent marks. And that's my biggest thing. I love my accent marks.
And the Spanish, right?
Yeah.
That's so crazy. Because I think I would consider myself that I know Spanish, but I feel like I've lost it over the years.
Yeah.
I don't practice it enough,
Yeah.
He's really good in Spanish. But I don't think, are you good with your accents?
I'm pretty good with the accents, yeah.
Not in writing, though. Probably.
In writing, see? I have
Pop
to.
quiz.
Yeah, I was about to say, ask him
when I do the póntelo, I put the accent on the O.
He's like, I know where my accents go.
Póntelo or it's póntelo,
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So where does it go?
On the second O. The first O, digo. Póntelo.
Oh, póntelo.
Yeah.
Come
on.
Okay, yeah.
It's easy.
You're
easy.
Yeah.
Come on.
So then, being born in Cali, have you thought about ever going back over there, or you just love Texas?
No, I really love Houston. I've been visiting New York a lot. I really love that city life. Mm-hmm. But I don't think I've gone to California. Well, I've never gone back to LA. I'll say that. So I don't really know it.
I feel like we went last year in December. We took our truck. We did a road trip.
Or from here to California.
Yeah. Girl, oh my God, it was so crazy.
Never again.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I mean, the road
I
trip
thought it was gonna be a good experience.
No, yeah, it was a good experience, but overall, like, just the drive was a lot. Like, a lot.
You know, I think I just never had to drive and take a break. You know, like, I've never done, like, when we drive to Mexico, it's always like a 6-hour drive, you know, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
But it's always like we try to just go, you know. I'm not gonna spend, I don't know, I've never driven anywhere or like a road trip where I have to, like, all right, we're gonna stop here in this city, go to sleep, and then wake up, you know.
Yeah.
So we were like taking turns. So it's like I would
How
drive.
long was the drive?
Like 12 hours.
No.
Yes,
to
it
get
was.
out of Texas, yeah.
Just to get out of Texas.
Yeah, not babe, 12 hours.
From here all the way over there?
Yes.
Yes.
You're crazy.
What do you mean?
It was like 20 something hours.
24 together.
No.
It wasn't a day.
Oh my God.
Was
Yes.
it? So we
Google
drove.
Maps,
He
I
said-
feel like,
he
'cause
said
it takes
12
a long time
hours.
to get out of Texas.
I'm like
a good 9 to 12 hours.
Pobrecito, quedó bien traumado.
It's like
I
never
kept saying
again.
there was 24 hours altogether.
No, babe. You're crazy. It was like 24.
Look it up. Look it
I
up.
am
right
gonna
Fact
look it
check
up.
you right
Yeah,
now.
I am.
now. Look it up.
Okay, Universal Studios.
Is
Directions.
that, y'all went to Disney?
Yeah. Well, we went
Oh,
to Universal.
Yeah.
22 hours.
Oh, damn.
He's like, I slept half of the time.
He did. Yeah, he did.
So
He
maybe
did.
you're counting the hours that you drove.
That he
over.
drove.
Oh, yeah,
So-
yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah, because we did
Nah.
drive half and half, basically.
Damn. Honestly, I thought it was like 12.
You're crazy.
I'm not tripping. I mean, I'm
Honestly,
tripping.
It must
surprised
be
you-
nice.
I
You're
know.
like,
for
¿de dónde?
I know. Yo con mi knee toda like hurting de tanto pressing the gas.
Damn,
like,
yeah. So it was like the drive estaba like crazy. So it was like our first time like así como pulling over and like, let's go to see for 3 horas, you know, like real quick.
When was this?
in July of
Oh, so
last
you already
year.
had your baby.
Yeah, we went
It was for his
birthday.
for his 5th birthday.
Oh.
Yeah, we went like, and it was overall, again, I loved it because it was just a great experience to do a road trip with him and such a long. It was a first experience for all of us. We did do a lot of different stops. We did pull up to El Paso to meet some friends, and it was just overall a good experience. But just thinking of the drive is like,
I
on the
wouldn't do
way,
this again.
yeah, on the way over there, it's fun because you're excited because you're gonna get somewhere. But on the
Yeah.
way back, you're just like, oh,
Yeah,
I
like,
want to get home already.
That day before, you're like, fuck, another 20 hours.
Yeah,
And
no,
how
for
long
you
were
it's
there?
12.
Yeah, that's true.
Man.
We were there from, I want to say we drove out.
It was like a Thursday that we drove, no?
Yeah, so we got there like, no, we drove a Wednesday and we got there a Thursday and we went to Universal a Friday because it was Milo's birthday. Like his actual birthday, we were there.
Yeah.
And then we hung out Saturday and drove back on Sunday.
So that's why it felt so long too, because you were kind of there just a short period of time.
Oh,
yeah.
Drive and a little bit, and then drive again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So but I definitely think like if I go back, I would want to do a flight. Like it's just.
Like I'm
What?
not doing this again.
Yeah, no, but I think you should definitely check it out. I think it's a different lifestyle for sure.
Yeah. O no te llama la atención.
A road trip?
No, like,
To go back to LA.
LA.
Oh, well, actually, I went to Disney. I took my daughter when I was recently divorced. It was our first trip, just her and I.
To the California one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Pero, because it was Disney, I don't think I really explored California. It was just the Anaheim area.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because we went and we were mainly like in Santa Monica, right?
Santa Monica area, yeah.
And we went to Venice Beach and we walked from Santa Monica.
Venice Beach.
Or what is it called? Venice?
Venice?
Venice,
Venice.
yeah.
But I knew
I was
what
like-
you were talking
Yeah.
about.
No, I was like,
Yeah.
Venice Beach?
Venice Beach. We walked, right? Or
Yeah.
and
I've totally I didn't even remember it was Venice Beach. I thought it was just Santa Monica Pier.
No, yeah, we
Pero
we
yeah,
stayed
Santa Monica Pier,
we
and
stayed
then-
like right in front of Santa Monica Pier. And then we just like would go do whatever was around there. We didn't go to LA like that.
Yeah, well, that still sounds nice though, because the beaches are really pretty. I've never actually, I've seen it from far, pero ni me bajé a verlas.
Yeah, you know what I do want to do though? I think there's like a train that takes you from San Diego to LA, like a train, and you can get on it and it's like a 2 hour or whatever.
Just like a trip, like a mini road trip to
Yeah,
California.
and I want to do that because I've been wanting to take like a trip where you get on a train and just get to the next location like while you're on the train.
Did they just make one that crosses the U.S.
Yes,
right?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, like, and I think they said it was gonna be super expensive or something like that.
In the like one of the bullet trains, right? A fast one.
Yeah, it was the fast
Okay.
one. So I wanna. That's something I wanna like do. Eventually.
That's scary.
It's your bucket list. Now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. As far as like going back, allí, like, do you go back to Mexico también or no?
We used I guess I've gone a few times, pero para decirte to the actual place where my parents are from, not really. I've gone to Monterrey, Cancun a few times, like the places where you vacation.
Yeah. Where do
Yeah.
you vacation in Monterrey?
I went to get a nose job there.
Oh wow! I would have never thought. Like I see.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, was it scary?
I went with a friend. So ella fue conmigo, and because she knows Monterrey, we stayed with her family, and they were so sweet. It was a really good experience.
Oh, okay.
But that's why.
I was like,
When you get a nose job, like all this bruises, huh?
Yeah, I did. I was a raccoon, and I bruised so bad. Some people se le va como unos días. Mine was there for a good 2 months. Like I had some dots here that wouldn't go away.
and were you scared that they were just gonna stay there?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I got freckles too.
Yeah, no, I wish it looked like freckles. Se miraban como moretones nada más. I really put so much foundation on it to cover it. Never again.
Dang. Have you done anything else?
Yes.
Yes?
I got implants.
Really? Oh, I wouldn't have thought either.
But that's it. That's it.
That. So how was that? Like.
That was here. That
Oh,
was here
okay.
in Houston.
A lot more expensive, huh? Like, would you, if you would have done it somewhere else?
I feel like, okay, so my nose job was about $2,500, but then the trips y todo lo que gasté yendo y just like gastar in period, like traveling, it was about $5,000. And then my implants, they were about $7,500. So it was.
So it's not too bad.
No,
Yeah.
I know she went up in prices. That was like 2 to 3 years ago. So ever since then, she went up.
Did you get it after you got a divorce?
Both of them. Yeah.
Damn. She's like,
So you wild out.
instead of going out clubbing, she's like, I'm gonna go make myself feel better and look better.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
That is so crazy. Well, how long were you married for?
Just 3 years.
I mean, it's 3 years.
Yeah, from 23 to 26. It was the year I think I turned 27 that I got divorced. So I felt really young to get a divorce. I mean, I got married young anyways, pero it's like you're divorced by 26. That's kind of sad. Well, back then I used to think like that.
Yeah, I was
Now
gonna say,
I'm
how did you
like-
overcome that? Because you were already a mom, no?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
like, if you're already feeling like, oh, I'm gonna be, were you dreading because you're like, oh, I'm gonna be a single mom and I'm already gonna be a divorced, person at this age? Did you feel like that?
At the moment, no. It didn't hit me that I got divorced so young until just a few weeks ago. When I was just sitting down writing a timeline of my life, and I was putting like the big, I guess, staple moments of what I've gone through in my 20s, and I put divorce 26. I was like, man, that was young. I never thought about it like that until recently.
Oh, wow.
But at the moment, I was just thinking of surviving. Like, I have to work. I have to make sure my daughter's okay. I just have to do whatever it takes. Like, there was just no other option. Something has to work.
Yeah. And what about your parents? Like, what religion are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Catholic.
So what
Yeah.
are they like hard Catholics or not? Or they're just regular Catholics?
Right?
I mean,
Yeah, there's a difference
I
there.
know what you mean, though. It's true. So my mom is actually very hardcore Catholic, but she's also very modern. Right? She's always
That's
told
like your mom,
us-
right?
Yeah, like she has her rosary all the time, and she goes to church every single. And she's a saint of a woman, my mom. But when I told her I was gonna get divorced, and she supported it, she's like, "Para qué vas a andar manteniendo a alguien?" So she's always had a very modern mentality.
Yeah, so she's
Yeah.
open to the idea.
Yeah, and obviously they didn't like it at first because they quédense con la familia and your daughters. And luego dicen que los niños son los que sufren. In a way, that's true. But we built a really good co-parenting relationship where that's not the case.
Yeah, so the divorce wasn't like nasty or nothing like that?
No, I think at first it was just strange and both of us getting used to co-parenting.
Yeah.
But after a while, everything's pretty amicable and we agree on a lot of things for the most part.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Without getting it, it's just I'm like curious about it, right? But like without getting into details and stuff like that, like did it take like así como un pensamiento like, man, like I'm really gonna like end this marriage, or it's really gonna come to an end, you know, like, because I feel like a lot of people don't want to take that step, or oyen que it's expensive to do, right? Or something like that. But like, did it take a lot to be like, it has to happen? Or
it did. It wasn't something that I just like, I'm gonna get a divorce. Yeah, it was a lot of I think you give people chances, and he never cheated on me, right? It was nothing like that. It was just our mentalities. We were so different. I've always kind of been like, vamos a agarrar casa, vamos a trabajar duro, vamos a hacer esto, and he was just the complete opposite of like, this is fine. Like, I'm okay. So then I was the one kind of providing. I bought the house. I felt like I was doing everything. And I think after you tell someone so many times, then they start resenting you. You start resenting them. Kind of like a hatred started happening. And that's when I realized it's better to end things now so we don't hate each other and Evangeline has a good life versus living miserable together. Because that's what was happening.
Yeah. And I do feel like that when there's a range like that of difference, like if you're like, you both could have started out así, you know, and then as your motivation is going and your success and stuff, y uno se queda atrasado, like that's when you're kind of like, all right, the difference is too much, you know. It's either you're gonna come up with me or
let's come up together.
Or, and I mean, that's kind of what I wanted. But again, when you don't have that same mindset, they start resenting you. They start hating you.
I know what you mean, because we've talked about it on here where it's like, we know people that like, that I just love to death. And I'm just like, man, how come you're not like a go-getter? Or like, how come you don't want more? Like, you're fine. But then I think to myself, and I'm like, am I wrong for like thinking they should want more, but they're content with their life?
But some people,
and that's okay.
It is okay. But then it's just like me, I'm just like, no, I want more. Like I want, you know, like I just, for myself, for him,
you know what, I think it is that I feel like you always want to surround yourself with people that are the same, you know, or have like think like you. And since these people are people you love, it could be family, it could be friends, but if they just happen to not think like you, pues you're just like, come on, like you gotta think like me, you know, but they don't. And pero then you find people, you know, and that's the people that you surround yourself with.
And like this podcast. Like this podcast has helped us, like I said, I was telling you off camera, like it's helped us build some great relationships with people that just have a great mentality. Like just listening to what you're saying, I'm just like, I'm pretty sure at the age that you were in, just the fact that you wanted more, you wanted a house, you wanted like, you already had that like spark in you. You know, that not everybody has. So that's crazy though. Like, how do we even get there, right? Like, how do you feel like you got inspired by your parents, or you just would see people on social media, or what was it that like?
I think a little bit of everything, right? My parents were immigrated here and my dad didn't know anything, right? When you think about it now, even as a parent, I'm like, imagine me moving to like Germany, right? And not knowing anyone, not knowing the language, not the culture, anything. And all right, Evangeline, we're going to build a life here. It's like, it's crazy that our parents did that and went through all these hardships and still like nos sacaron adelante. So that's really one of the things. My mom and my dad have always been very, sigan echándole ganas, sigan adelante. No matter what we were going through as a family or they were going through, they always told us that, like, sigan adelante. And then having Evangeline too, it's like, I want to give her a good life. I didn't want her to live the life I had lived and, you know, puros panzazos, moving forward and making mistakes and falling and all these things. I wanted her to have better and do better than I did.
Yeah. So. And you're already doing good. Like, well, it seems like it, right? Like, but another thing that I was going to say was that, you know how you said that you want your better for your daughter? Do you feel like as you providing better than what you had, you're spoiling her or no?
Yes. Yes, and I'm trying to step away from that. So it's like, we go to the store one time. So this is kind of where it clicked me, where I was spoiling her. She broke something. She's like, oh, you can just buy me another one. And I was like, no. I was like, absolutely not. Her name's Evangeline. Oh, I told you her name's Evangeline. And I was like, absolutely not Evangeline. I was like, you have to learn how to take care of your things. So then I started backtracking on buying her things. And now she's like, you don't buy me anything. And it's like, no, like, you have your toys already, you have what you need. Of course, like we provide clothes, food, everything.
Yeah.
Emotional love, words of affirmation. So her just wanting more and more, it was just kind of stemming from that. Oh, vamos a hacer esto. And I think me being kind of feeling guilty at first for divorcing her dad, and like I took away something from her. I was overcompensating with giving her whatever she wanted, but I don't want to have a brat either. I don't want her to just be spoiled and think she can get whatever she wants whenever she wants. So now the past, I guess, year and a half, we've been working on the behavior, and not just to say that she has terrible behavior, because she doesn't. She's really good. She's really sweet. But there are those little moments of like, but I want it. It's like, okay, you can want it, but it's me, you're going to get it. And you have to accept that no means no.
Yeah.
Because they're still a kid at the end of the day, you know?
Yeah,
so they have to learn.
You said she was 5, right?
Yeah.
It's funny that you're having that conversation, because we've had those conversations too with our son. Like, but now now is at the point that he works for his money, right? Because now he sells like Mexican candies, right? So when we set up cute. Like to go vend somewhere, he'll be there. And today we were at farmers market because we had an event or whatever, and he wanted like this bubble thing, and it was $10. I was like, hell no, like I'm not gonna buy.
Toy que usan una vez y lo botan.
Yeah, it was like that thing, and it was like $10. But I always carry his wallet, and he has nothing but cash. And don't get me wrong, he has money in his wallet because he makes money when he sells, right?
Yeah.
And
y'all bought it, right?
We bought it, yeah.
For $10?
Yeah, and you know what though?
Damn, that's crazy.
No, I know, but I only bought it not because I wanted to spoil him, but because I told him it's gonna cost you a lot of money. And then he's like, well, how much? How much is it?
I like that he asked though.
He does ask. He's like, how much is it? And then I was already taking out the 10, right? I'm like, it's $10. He's like, dang, $10. I was like, well, do you want it? Yes or no? And then he's like, the lady's already giving it to him. Yeah. So he's like, yes. So then I'm like, okay, well, it's $10. But I was like, damn, I didn't want him to spend it on that, you know, but I wanted him to know that it hurts to spend money. Like, it does, you know.
And the fact that he reacted like that, he acknowledges, so he understands it already.
No, yeah, for sure. Like, I know he knows, because when we go places, I'm like, well, if you want it, you got to buy it. You're going to pay for it, you know.
And just talking about the daughter thing, right? I just saw a podcast. Are you familiar with La Plática? It's like a podcast, and it's an LA podcast.
They're in LA. Yeah.
And but they just had this one dude, and then él tiene una hija, right? And I don't know how old she is, but she's a little girl. And they were talking about like the behavioral thing, and just like giving her everything she wants, her being his princess y todo esto. And somebody le dijo, I don't know who told him, pero le dijo, hey, the more... No, it's like, oh, you say yes to your daughter for everything, right? And then he's like, oh yeah, that's my princess, right? Yeah. And he's like, well, you're setting her up for heartbreak, ¿verdad? Porque you're like giving her a lot, you know, and saying yes to everything, and you just want her to just feel so much love, but the world is probably not gonna treat her like that, you know. So you kind of have to like step back, say no a little more, you know. Don't like cut her off, but kind of, you know.
It's a hard balance, because you do want to give him everything.
And if you think about it, it's a balance that our generation has to deal with. Yeah. Because our parents really didn't have, I don't think they...
Like, we knew not to ask for things. Like, I wouldn't go to the store and say, I want this. I just knew, like, I thought I would like to have that, but I knew not to ask for it.
Yeah, and those thoughts are the thoughts that you don't want your daughter to have.
Yeah.
But then you want her to be grateful.
You'd be like, I really like that. Yeah. I wish I had that.
Yeah, and that was it. Like, you just go cry somewhere. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, like, it's crazy, but it's also cool to meet somebody, you know, that has like that same kind of struggle, you know, because we do have friends that have kids, but I feel like it's different, right? Like,
or their ages aren't like right at what we're dealing with.
Yeah, we're both right at 5.
Yeah, we're right at 5. So
together.
Yeah. Make her start her own little business.
You know what she wants to do? She wants to be a YouTuber. I'll just like find her grabbing my phone. She's like, subscribe to my channel.
Oh my gosh, she should. You should let her. Obviously, to an extent, right?
Yeah, I'm just so wary. I used to post her so much on my social media until about I want to say the end of last year. Someone made a fake profile. You know those fake profiles. Pasan de repente. But this fake profile had photos of her So it really made me think about how much I post her. Me dio cosa. Like, it just
I
made
know
me
what you
feel
mean.
so uneasy. So I went in there and I deleted a ton of photos that I had with her, and now I rarely post her.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
that was
that's.
fast.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But we can talk a little more about it.
Let's
when
go
we
on a quick break?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
And we are back. You're good. You're good.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah, I
No,
gotta pour the drink.
Yeah, he's gonna pour the drinks. So we went off, camera, and this is dropping in 2 weeks, babe.
See, no,
No.
we got two. Well, yeah, one drops on Monday, and then the following week, and then that.
Oh my
week.
God! So this is dropping spring break week, right?
Like March 12th. That.
Yes. See, she's a mom because she knows what I'm talking about. So who's dropping next?
John.
Oh, this is so
The 26th?
cute.
Yeah, John's dropping the
And
26th.
then,
David's dropping the 4th.
and then she's dropping the 11th.
The 11th. That's my mom's birthday.
Perfect, guys. All right, so the event's happening this Friday. So make sure you check out the flyer that Roland's going to put in our ad space.
Mm-hmm.
And we are having the Shop Local Kids event this Friday at Houston Farmers Market. Miriam's going to be there with Evangeline. She's going to, hopefully we're going to make it work. And, y'all are going to be surprised with what's
You think
coming.
she'll be shy? Or
No,
not?
she's
Well,
she'll
she's
do
going to
it.
be doing, if she does it, she's going to interview the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So-
she's not shy at all. She's my opposite.
Yeah, she was saying that her daughter's not. Like, she introduces herself and everything. So it'll be a great way to have her to come out and just maybe get inspired by other kids too. But if she interviews the kids, I feel like it'll make it like a whole mini world of kids. Like,
Yeah,
it'll be cool.
that's so
cute.
crazy. Like
Everybody has their little jobs and stuff or
It
whatever.
reminds me of that Ryan. Welcome to Ryan's toy review.
Oh my God, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
She's too. I think that's how she got into it, from watching Ryan.
From him. Yeah, he's like a
Okay.
whole superstar now. Huh?
Oh
Like,
my
he
God,
has his own
yes.
everything.
Have you seen the video where how much he's worth?
No.
Worth? Did I say that right?
Worth.
Worth?
Yeah.
Like, it's like millions.
Oh, wow.
Millions.
Is he like a grown ass man now? Okay.
No,
He's still a kid. He's like 12 maybe now, 10. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Because he started young.
Yeah, he started
Yeah,
little.
he did. His teacher, his mom was a chemistry teacher, and she quit teaching once they started vlogging because they just took off.
Dang, that's crazy.
I
Must
know,
be
right?
nice.
Start
right?
recording Milo.
All right,
Do
kids,
it,
get to work.
No, we're going to get Evangeline and Milo. And then she's
There's
going to
your
like...
brother right there. Y'all want siblings? Go ahead.
All right,
Boss
this
him
is
around.
yours.
Oh, she will. No le digas porque she will.
Bueno, we're going to take a quick shot, just
Cheers.
Cheers.
get it going.
Oh my God.
Did I put a lot?
It was so hot.
Así es. Así es la vida, hot. Así es Houston, hot, okay?
Oh my God. Actually, I was going to pull one of these.
Oh, yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Because
So-
we were talking about the social media thing.
Oh, yeah. Let's go back into that real quick.
What is that?
It's just a
No,
card.
no. I was saying how somebody took pictures of your daughter in the fake profile thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we don't have to get into it, but yeah,
Okay.
I don't like all that.
Well,
No, but that's why we have our son's profile like private, and we only allow.
We only accept like.
But obviously,
friends,
like
close
I still
friends.
post them on mine, so it can happen, like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my
you
fake
have no-
profile that they did, they posted pictures of me pregnant.
That's so creepy.
Yeah, I was
why
like,
do you have the
y luego, you know what
time?
the ad name was? It was Mensa was her name.
Why?
I,
That sounds like someone
That
that's
I
like
know.
personal.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that was
against
personal.
you.
I was
Yeah,
like,
that
what
sounds
the
very
heck?
personal.
I was like, the fact that the Mensa was her name, and then I'm like, damn, you really gonna take time to get my pregnant pictures and put them on there? Like, I mean, I was
Yeah.
looking cute, I was looking good, but
the name.
the name, it threw me off. Like, I was just like, oh, I guess, but
because the fake profiles normally want to appear to be like an actual person.
like they want to catfish. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that I'm telling you, that one sounds personal. Like
Yeah, for
someone-
yours was like catfish, like they were trying to
Her
catfish.
name was. I think it was like Rachel Green from like The Office.
Oh my God.
It's like, I wish, but no.
Actually, thinking about it, I can see how they would, like, right?
Stop. I'm gonna have a big head going.
Well, actually, I'm not even gonna ask him because then he's like, he was all in love with Rachel.
You're like, mejor no.
Oh, I love Rachel.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, no, I don't see it.
Be like, ni la compares ahorita, por
She's
favor.
unique. She's unique.
Yeah, you've seen that show?
Yes, I
So
love that
going
show.
into shows, like, what are you watching right now?
The Office. The
I
Office,
love The
that's my
Office.
show. That's my comfort show.
Yeah.
You know they're thinking
love
about making a movie
Of The Office?
Of
The Office.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
I didn't know that either.
With the
Yeah.
same characters?
Yeah.
Oh, I hope they make it happen.
Yeah.
I really
think
hope.
everybody's already said that they want to do it.
Oh,
They'll be
They
down.
should.
That's so exciting. I haven't heard that.
I hope it's good, but I know it's gonna be like, I want to see Dwight. Like, that's what I
Yeah.
want to see.
Dwight, you ignorant.
Like, I'm just like, the chili that
Oh, with Kevin when he
yes,
drops
like
chili
he's like, I'm like, oh my God, that's some shit that would happen. Like,
in real life.
Yeah.
but other than The Office, what's like your other, like your top 2 shows? I guess. Are you just watching The Office right now?
No, I've kind of seen. So I'm not a big TV person. When I love Marvel, so I watch Marvel. This is actually a Marvel tattoo that I have.
What is
here.
it? Let me see.
Let me see.
Yeah, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch.
Uh-huh.
So this is her emblem, and then with like a Mandela, and
Oh, that's
I have
dope.
Harry Potter like tattooed here. Evangeline's name, her middle name is Hermione from Harry Potter.
Oh
What?
my God. He's a big Marvel fan, and I'm like a big Harry Potter.
Yeah.
girl. This is why we're getting along.
Yes. And then Milo is just literally a mixture of both. Like he has the wand, he has the sorting hat.
Oh,
He
that
has
is
like the
so
Marvel
cute.
characters, like so.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get Evangeline. She loves Spider-Man, but she likes.
Why do
Harley
girls
Quinn.
like Spider-Man?
I don't know. That's her like
That's
Marvel
crazy.
character, but she loves Harley Quinn.
Mm.
I'm telling you that like personality. She's like, Mom, I want to be Harley Quinn. I want blue and I want red. And
my
like
God.
she likes Stitch because he like destroys. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She seems pretty wild.
Have you seen the Madam Web movie thing?
No, but I've heard really bad reviews. I've heard it's
I
probably one
know.
of the worst Marvel movies. I still want to watch it.
It's not even like in the Marvel universe. It's just like its own little.
Well, tell her about
They don't even show Spider-Man in it. Like
They might like do a multiverse, bring it in.
So they have, you know how they have Venom, the movie Venom, Morbius,
Yeah.
all these. Eso sí tienen a Spider-Man like in there, even pictures or algo, or they talk about
they
him.
talk about it, yeah.
Allí, and that movie is like its own separate, like nada, like sale el Uncle Ben, like his
Yeah.
Uncle Ben sale, and Spider-Man's mom, and they even she's pregnant with him, and then she has him in the movie, but they don't even name him. Like it's like
Yeah.
obviously that's Peter Parker.
Like we know that's Peter. So
pero-
it still kind of references this in some
Pero
way.
in like not even porque they don't even want to name him. Like it's like they're like, oh, I don't know. I would think that they'd be like, oh, what's his name? It's like, oh, Peter. And then
then
everybody's like,
like,
whoa.
oh.
Yeah.
Pero no, nada. It's just like, oh, she had a baby.
Or what if
And
they're
that's
gonna
it.
do a comeback? Maybe.
They're not porque pues the movie's doing real bad. Like
Yeah,
if the
the
movies
Yeah,
if the
that's
movies do
terrible.
bad, then they're not
All
gonna
of
do a
the like
sequel.
the TikTok Marvel bloggers are just like
Yeah, y dijeron que
Talking so bad about
the
it.
suits only come out for like a minute or something at the end.
Oh yeah, they did. You did
It
show me
sucks.
that.
I had like high expectations.
We're still gonna watch it.
My
because-
expectations.
Yeah, I still want to watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah, because he's a super big, to the point that when we go to the movies, it's to go watch like a Marvel movie.
That's the only reason. Well, now Evangeline wants to watch like Wonka. Wonka
Oh,
was
okay.
such a good movie. That soundtrack is legit.
she didn't like it.
I didn't like it. Well, because I don't really like the
Es porque like
musicals,
salió,
kinda, you know?
like salió and it's like it's going and then they start
Yeah.
singing oh no whatever and then she's
I
like,
love it.
and she's like oh it's a musical like
Oh, my sister and I are obsessed more than the kids with the soundtrack. We're like playing
Well,
it every
you know
morning.
what though? I didn't really like listen to it. I just think I blocked it when I was like, oh, it's a musical.
you know
So
thinking
you're
of,
like, I'm done. I don't need that.
Yeah.
you know talking about soundtracks, would you agree to this is my opinion, right, that I think Encanto it's Encanto,
Encanto.
right?
Encanto.
Has like the best
Yes,
like
I
Like
think
out of
soundtrack.
any like Disney movie.
Any
Or
Disney
just,
movie.
like,
I would.
movies in
I know.
general?
Like, I would say Disney movies. I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know what other soundtrack I would listen to.
Well, she just said Wonka. It's like
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, my top one is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
That one did have
Yeah.
some
Yeah,
good. Yeah,
that
you're
was
right.
But I guess I
great.
mean like I guess
Disney.
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 Well, they are Disney too.
Oh
Guardians.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's Marvel.
But
Like-
the characters are the singers, you know. Like
So we
in-
actually talk about this with my siblings all the time. And Encanto's up there. We know which one always gets number one. But this one isn't Disney though. It's like Shrek. Like Shrek is always like one of our.
Yeah.
And all of us is just
I love
unanimous.
Shrek. Yeah,
The song.
but Shrek's not. It's not Disney, right?
No,
it's
something
Pixar?
Works.
No.
No.
Oh, DreamWorks.
DreamWorks. Yeah,
Yes.
DreamWorks. Yeah, I love Shrek.
Yeah, like animated movies, I think Shrek is like top.
Have y'all seen the animation of Shrek at the raves?
No.
Like there's like a
At the rave.
yeah, there's like a DJ and then sale Shrek like dancing or whatever.
No, but you know
then he
what?
becomes all demonic.
No, my
You
God.
ever
That's
seen-
true.
I'll show you. I'll show you.
No,
when we
but
go
you know
on
what
break.
I did? I on TikTok. Did you see the little filter where Shrek?
Yes, where he
I put
comes
it on
out.
him.
Oh my god! Like he was like kissing me or something.
Oh, wait, I know which one you're talking about.
And he was like, "What the heck?"
¿Qué
He's
está
like, "Why you
pasando?
like-"
Like,
What the fuck
quédate
are you
ahí.
doing? Hell
Just
no.
let it happen. Don't say anything.
Nah, hell no. No, because if you struggle, it looks like como que like he's really making out with you like that. I had to just like
gosh.
cover my face.
I was
But
gonna
are you
say,
looking
can
for it?
I was gonna say, do I have it?
Mm-mm.
You're like, we don't need to see that.
No.
Put it to the camera so they can, for your viewers.
I know, right? Let me see. How can I see my stuff?
I don't know. I erased it.
Oh my
I
god,
erased
I
it.
have it.
Let me
Look.
see.
Oh my god.
Did he know? what was
with
going
the
on?
music and shit.
Bien romántico y todo.
Yeah, like he was like, "What?" And luego he's like, "Get it off."
It's
But
like, I don't need that in my life.
but I think for me it was Encanto, and then I
It's a
think
good
Encanto
soundtrack,
has
yeah.
a good soundtrack.
Oh yeah, I love it.
I do like Shrek. I think Shrek is good too.
Yeah, but then there's like the classic ones. So it's like the Toy Story classic songs.
See, for that one, I just know the
Oh.
one that You Got a Friend in Me. But like a
Oh, yeah.
soundtrack, a scene.
Okay, you know
Or
who has
like-
who has a good soundtrack?
Who?
Tarzan.
Yes.
Yes, they
Yeah.
do.
Tarzan has a
great-
good soundtrack.
Lion King.
Lion King.
Lion King.
That's a good
The
one.
what is it? The Circle of Life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to learn
and
that
I Can't
song.
Wait to Be King. Like most of them are so in the Nala song with the Nala and Simba.
Yeah, how does that one go? I think that's the one I'm thinking about. Is it the one that?
Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one where they're like
Love
together,
Tonight.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
And then the song Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna-
is a
yeah, that's
classic.
like
Oh,
that's
that's
a
so
classic.
So the
true.
entire like Lion King
Actually,
was
yeah,
a
like I think a lot of them have like good.
But Tarzan, it's porque Tarzan. I think the whole
It's so
soundtrack
sad.
is just is one. The main. There's a main singer.
Paul, what's his name?
No, I don't know, pero he's the voice for like he sings all the songs.
Yeah.
And his voice is very unique.
I can't remember his name.
I forgot his name.
Now I want to hear it.
I read like a little article, but it was like a whole post dedicated to him, how he was like created a whole soundtrack.
So I'm assuming that going to the Marvel, you know.
Yeah.
So what's her name? Wanda.
Wanda Maximoff.
She's your.
Wanda Maximoff, get it right.
She's your favorite.
She is, and
She
I
is?
like her because she's kind of an anti-hero. She stands up to what she believes is right.
So you saw her like the series.
Yes, and I met her in real life.
What?
I did. So she came to a comic exposition in San Antonio, and I took Evangeline with me, and I invited one of my friends, and I was like, hey, do you want to come? Peanut and I call her Peanut. Like, Peanut and I are going. She came along with us, and I was wearing my whole scarlet, como una niña chiquita, ¿verdad? Bien vestida, with my Scarlet Witch outfit. Peanut wanted to be Spider-Man, so I'm like, hey, choose like a character you want to dress as a Spider-Man. I'm like, sure, here's your Spider-Man outfit, and we went, and I have a picture. I have it framed in my wall, alongside all my other, like, Marvel, like, memorabilia.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
right? But yeah.
So how was she?
She's so beautiful.
Did you have your tattoo then or no?
No, I did, but like
You was
all
covered?
Oh, it
I
was
could
covered.
say
Yeah.
was like, "Hi." I was starstruck. It's like, "Hi, nice to meet you." Hi, and Evangeline was the one talking. Te digo, esa niña, pues, she's like what I wish I was when I was little. So I love that she's like that. Hi, this is my mom. She's a Scarlet Witch. So she was talking to her, and I was just like in awe, like, oh my god, I'm meeting this woman.
Yeah,
Hey,
is
that's
crazy.
Yeah, I was so happy.
That's
One of
like
my
a
best
core
days.
memory.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Damn. That's wild.
Yeah, man, I would love to meet like some of them.
Well, Andrew Garfield was there too, but I'm like, do I want to pay for both? Like, and I kind of feel bad because Peanut would have loved to meet him, but I chose myself. When you're older.
Yeah, when you're older, you'll get another chance.
Realize. You can do this when you're older. You'll be fine. He's gonna come around anyway.
Yeah, I feel like I would want to meet Iron Man. Like, I feel like I would want to sit down and just like have a conversation with him. Like,
yeah, like to have a real conversation would be crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
and it kind of seems like the actual person is pretty similar to the character.
Yeah, yeah.
Robert
Downey Jr.
Yeah, I
yes.
was trying to remember his name.
yeah, because he is right. Like,
Yeah, because in real life, he went through a lot. Like he was like
he went to jail. Like he
went to jail. He was like
acting.
yeah, like addicted to drug stuff. You know.
I
But
think he's
Iron
the
Man,
one.
Iron Man is the one that changed his life. Like le dieron una chanza to like,
He just came up.
and then from there it's just that's crazy. Except for Doctor Dolittle, he did a Dolittle movie.
Yeah.
Like whatever.
How did you feel whenever he died?
Well, in the movie, I cried.
You know, he ruined it for me.
What? You told her the ending?
Yeah, I did. I like spoilers, so it's like I already knew going into the movies. I already knew he was gonna die.
No.
And I was like, you want to know?
I usually do that too, but like for these cases, no.
Yeah.
But I always go to the premieres though. And I try to stay off, like get off social media, Miriam. Like I knew to stay off social. How dare you?
I'm all over. I'm all over the social media. I'm like trying to be the one who knows everything before.
How do you get into like you talking about the premieres like right when they come out or what?
Well, usually the premieres are like Friday or midnight or something.
Oh yeah.
But now they're
Sometimes
like
them,
Thursdays.
Yeah, so I go to like the very first one, and I take Evangeline with me.
Oh, okay.
Because I want her to be a part of that.
Yeah.
So maybe she won't remember, but at least I know that.
No,
we have
Milo's
our
the same
photos.
way. Like he's very like involved.
Yeah.
But when we go, I have to take him to the restroom.
Yeah, I can't miss anything.
Because he's like.
I'm like, no.
he
I'm
can't
like,
miss.
it's more important that I stay and then you just go real quick.
Which
like,
is true because I know he is a big.
I'm like, what are you gonna do with this information? You know, like.
With this valuable.
And then one time, I want to say like one time, I think you did take him. And I just recorded
it. That's
I just recorded the scene for him.
It's not the same, man.
No, I
like,
do the same thing. If I go with people, I'm like, hey, record it. I'll be right back. And then I just catch up and I'm like looking because I don't want to miss it.
Yeah.
It's so important.
Do you know, was it on the app, like on the movie app, que te dice like the best time to go to the restroom is at this time or something like
I
and
don't
I
think it was the app. I think when you would look into like the spoilers, they would say.
No, would it? I don't know. I feel like it would tell you like a good time to go to the restroom. Like, hey, at this time,
like the slow
it's just like small dialogue. Like you can go, and I'm like, oh shit.
I don't know, but sounds like we need to go to a movie together.
I know.
Oh, Deadpool?
We'll take our kids.
Yeah, we should.
Or are you gonna take her to go see Deadpool? Since I think it's Marvel's first rated R movie.
I mean, she likes Harley Quinn, so
I know. Harley Quinn is pretty. Milo told me I want to watch the movie with the birds.
The birds are
Oh,
pretty.
the birds are pretty. Yeah,
And she's never seen them. So, but it's like those little YouTube clips. So now I'm like, can't watch YouTube. Disney only. She's like, what about Netflix? What about Prime? I'm like, how do you even know about Prime?
That's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I wonder how it would be like if her and Milo hang out. Like, obviously he's super tímido. Like he's like
she would run all over him. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I apologize in advance.
Like I feel like that's what's gonna happen because I feel like he's just a very timid and like kid, you know.
Yeah.
Like so.
Honestly, as long as he plays with her, that's all she wants.
Yeah, because I feel like she just gives me vibes when I was a kid.
Like Mandona, like Mandona. Yeah.
I feel like
that's how you were.
Yeah.
That's how she.
I feel like siempre le tocan las like girls así. If he has to like be around girls, they're always bossing him around.
What other girls? Like his cousins?
Yeah.
You're like, what girls? First of all.
Yeah.
What girls?
Yeah, his cousins. I feel like let me see. I'm trying to think of like other kids.
When the kids are older than him.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
You know what? Maybe it just makes it easier for him that.
Oh shit.
Oh, I can pick it up.
No, it's okay. It's
you
my
sure?
ghost.
Okay.
It's my ghost.
I don't want to get it attached.
Randomly happens.
No,
like, things just fall and move out of the.
We're gonna be back. She's gonna be gone.
No, but it's true. Like things like that happen to me all the time. Where
you know what's funny?
Touching anything and then something falls over.
In these cards, we have like I picked out like a few of them, right? And one of them was like was it the best soundtrack? No, was like the best sitcom show, which you said is The Office.
Yeah,
so
The
I'm not gonna
Office.
ask that one.
Yeah.
And the other one was the ghost thing, like if you have like ghost stories or stuff.
Yes, that you just saw it, girl.
That's crazy.
Maybe it's our ghost.
Crazy that you
No,
guys saw
we
it,
do not
though.
have a ghost. We do not want to have a ghost.
Man, I have a crazy story about that. Like
What here?
about the neighbor.
Oh yeah, that's a crazy. You should tell her. That's a crazy
Tell her?
story.
All right,
yeah.
real quick, just to get in, right? But yeah. So do you want to
This-
know? Are you easily scared or not?
Yes, but I want to know. Yes, but I still want to hear it.
Okay,
Bien
so
miedosa, me told me.
I'm the same way, but sometimes I'm just like, no, just stop.
it's not that crazy. It's not.
Don't leave
That's
the
not the-
room.
yeah.
Don't leave me alone.
It's not that crazy. Pero so our neighbor, it was like this old ass dude, right?
Okay, babe. Rest
sorry,
in peace.
sorry, R.I.P.
Another
Right?
gentleman.
Yeah.
Oh, he
And-
passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Older gentleman. And but I never saw him. Did you ever see him? And then it wasn't until I would see an older lady, and then that's cuando me dijo que I didn't even talk to her either. But we had to redo our fence, right? So then my dad's like, hey, just go over to the neighbors and ask them, like, hey, you don't have to pay anything. Porque we knew they were old. So he's like, just ask them que if it's okay for us to break it down and rebuild it. And then they're like, all right. So I knocked and I'm like, hey, is it fine if I, take down your fence and we're going to rebuild it? And she's like, oh, it's not even my house. It's my brother, pero he's in hospice or whatever, right? So
And
he's...
we would see the car pull up. Like
the hospice car and stuff. And he's like, I'm his sister, whatever. You do whatever you want, it's fine. And then she's like, all
Be
right.
careful with things like that. But okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just a real turner.
And then, so we do it and everything. Yeah. And one day, I'm cutting the grass, and then she's like crying, right? And she like comes up to me, and I turn off the lawnmower and may say, hey, do you mind if I asked her, I'm like, are you okay? She's like, yeah, whatever. And she's like, do you mind if you watch over the house? I'm gonna leave to my friend's house for a few days. And she's like, it's because my I don't know, I'm like skipping it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is afterwards. Sorry. So we were playing, and one day we were playing in our room. Me and Evelyn were like, I was pretending to like give her kisses just to make him mad. Milo, right?
That's cute.
So Milo would like hit me and stuff, whatever. And se salió. He left the room to go get a bat,
To go get his
a
bat.
baseball bat,
To
like
hit you
uno
with
de foam, just to like whoop me, right? So then I'm like, I'm gonna kiss mommy, and then I'm acting like I'm kissing her, and he was about to hit me, and then volteó, like for some reason he turned around to the door y miró para arriba, and then un miedo que le dio, he just started wanting to get on the bed, and I thought he was trying to hit me, and she's like, hey, like I think he's scared, you
I'm
know?
like, just get him.
Get him. So nomás lo agarré y lo subí, and then I'm like, what? And back then, pues he was very little. All he could say was like, look. So
He would
he's like,
say, look.
So he's like, look, and
And
I'm
he was
like,
pointing up.
and I'm like, what? But he was pointing towards like the Jesus statue.
Yeah,
that
whenever
we have.
we like,
Yeah.
when we go on a break, we'll show you. We have like a big cruz, like.
Oh, I
So-
saw it coming in.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was in that doorway. He was like pointing, and I'm like, what?
So we're like, we thought he got scared because of.
But I'm like, he knows
You
it's
know?
there, you
Yeah.
know? And then, so fast forward, that's when I'm cutting the grass. And then the lady's like, oh, my brother passed away, and I'm leaving. So she's like, you should have seen him. She's like, he was real tall, real skinny, And then she's like, he didn't look the same anymore. And I'm like, oh, okay. And that's when it clicked to me. I'm like, damn, que si pasó por aquí or something, his spirit or something.
Was it the same day?
Yeah, it was the same day.
the same day.
We were playing in the morning, and then like digamos que like an hour later se vino a cortar el zacate, and that's when that happened.
I
Yeah.
believe that.
Yeah.
I believe in spirits like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
Absolutely. Probably sí pasó por ahí.
Yeah, and you know how they say like the dogs and the little kids
Yeah.
can see things, I do think that that's what happened because it was just so random. Like Milo, like nunca le ha tenido miedo, like a
la casa.
a la casa,
Yeah.
nada. And then that happened, and he was like, look, like he was so scared, like so scared.
Does he remember that?
nah,
I don't think
probably
so.
not.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, and honestly, like I wouldn't even ask him.
Oh, yeah.
Te
I
dio
wouldn't
miedo
know.
a ti. You're like, I don't even
Hey, he'd be
know.
like, yeah, I see him all the time.
Yeah, imagine.
Yeah, he's right here.
Oh, no, but it's true. I mean,
Yeah.
I do believe in spirits and in ghosts and
Yeah.
cositas así.
Yeah. No, yeah, his house when we were boyfriend and girlfriend, like it was haunted. Like there was a little kid in that house.
She saw him.
Creepy.
Yeah, I would be like, man, y'all are crazy.
Yeah, we would all talk about it like, oh, like, my mom le dio un nombre. Like,
Guadalupe.
No,
yeah,
you don't want to do that.
I know, I know.
No, yeah, I know.
I know. That's crazy, right? Porque the priest le dijo a ella, like, oh, just give him a name.
A
you know?
unisex name.
So le dio
But
Guadalupe.
pray for their spirit. You don't know if it's a demon, right? But
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah,
like,
no.
it wasn't until like a little after that I was like, you're not supposed to,
You're
you know?
not
Yeah.
supposed to.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, that's.
And then they would have called. I'm not even kidding you when they would be like, Guadalupe, yeah. And I'm like, y'all are crazy. Like, y'all, you and your family are wild. One time, I'm not even kidding you. I used to think.
Goodbye. It was nice to meet you.
Nah, our house is good. My house, I feel safe. But at his parents' old house, because they have a new house, I used to think that they were crazy. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Like, I would like.
¿Qué me metí?
I'm like, ustedes son bien exagerados. Like,
Yeah.
y'all are exaggerating, blah, blah, blah. Until one time that I walked into their house, and I swear to you, I saw a freaking kid shadow. I even stepped back, and I was like...
Yeah, I'm like, damn, what's wrong? Le abrí like, I unlocked the door, se la abrí la puerta para que entre. And she's just like, jumped back. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, what's wrong? You know?
That is so creepy.
She's like, I saw him. He was behind the couch. Porque our couch used to like overlap the doorway. So it's the doorway, and then the couch estaba salido.
Yeah.
And que lo vio parado atrás del couch.
Yeah, and like, I just peeked down. And I'm just like, yeah, y'all are making me crazy. Like, I felt
Like, this came from you.
Yeah,
This
like, I was
stemmed
like,
from what you were saying.
we gotta go. Let's go
Yeah,
to
that
my
was
mom's
crazy.
house. Like, no. But with that being said, we're gonna go on a quick break and we'll be back.
Okay.
And we are back. So tell us, I know we've talked some crazy stories on here, but what do you have going on? What all do you do?
So I'm a real estate broker in Houston, Texas, and we are in the works of possibly expanding in other areas. My company is called Alumbra Properties. So as of now, we have about 34 agents. We started in September. So it's growing pretty quickly. I love the agents that we have now because
Do you interview all of them?
every single one, every single agent goes through. So I know every single agent that we have. And I like that because we want to make sure they're a fit with us and that they're willing to kind of have the same mindset of we work hard and we're all just trying to achieve our goals, whatever that may be, in a way that makes sense. I would never push anyone past what they don't want to do. But if you tell me you want something, I'm more than happy. Like, okay, let me help you get there. Like,
Yeah.
I think I can help you find a plan or give you the blueprint or something to get you where you want to be.
And how
Okay.
did you even think about getting started in like the real estate business?
I was married and he was DACA. It was hard for us to find a loan, so I decided to just do it myself. That mentality of like, well, si no nos vas a... Kind of like the Hispanic mentality. Pues si no puedo, yo lo hago sola.
Yeah.
So it started from there.
And when you started looking for your own house,
Yes.
and that's when you got into real estate? Oh,
That
wow.
was in 2019.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. So you recently divorced?
Yeah. So 20...
You said like 26, no?
2020. Oh, no, that's like what?
4 years ago?
4 years ago, yeah.
Yeah. That was the last year we were together.
And how, like, if you don't mind me asking, like, what was like the most you made like in a month? Like in your
That's a good
as an
question.
agent?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure as a broker is more now, right?
It's actually less.
Really?
Well, because you don't sell as much. So as an agent, you get kind of the commission structure I used to be in was 80-20. And that's the structure I have now. So the agent gets 80%, the brokerage gets 20%. So you do get less, but it accumulates now as the agents sell. But that money, I like to invest it back into the agents.
Yeah.
So now it's not about making the most money. To me, it's more about building
Like your
something.
business.
Yeah, and I feel like the money's going to keep coming eventually. But I really do like to focus on the agents.
Yeah.
But I think when I was an agent, the most money I made in a month was about $35,000.
Yeah,
So-
that's nice.
Damn.
It's a nice chunk of change.
Yeah.
It was. I took a good trip that year.
So it's like, okay, so
Ask her all the real estate questions you have.
No. Like, I kind of want to know how it works, right? So it's like, Alumbra? Alumbra?
Yeah.
Okay, Alumbra. Why, well, first, why that name?
So Alumbra is to light up, right? Alumbrar,
Yeah.
to ignite. And I wanted to focus on just guiding my agents. I wanted it to be a very positive thing because I feel there are some dark sides of real estate and I wanted to get away from that. I wanted to just focus on the clients, the agents to focus on the clients, and I can focus on the agents. Kind of like a trickle-down effect. If I'm doing things right by them, then they can do things right by the clients.
Oh, okay. I can see that.
So you have Alumbra, right? And then you have all these agents under you, pretty much. Do you want like each of them to like have? Porque like I see I have a friend who does like videography for like a real estate company, but I feel like I see him work with like a few of the same agents, right? They're like his clients or whatever, and I think it plays a big part, like the way social media, the media production stuff, plays a big part. So all 34 agents, like, do you expect them to have like a certain level of like social media presence, or como it's whatever you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, it's free reign, right? Because essentially they're 1099s. They're not employees, so we can't make them do anything.
Yeah.
But if they tell me they want to do something, I give them a game plan, and then I do hold them accountable. Okay, well, what have you done so far? Granted, I'm not going to be like, well, you didn't do it, you're fired, right? It's never going to be that way. But it's kind of like, you're telling me this is what you want. I'm going to do everything I can to help you. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to actually do it.
Yeah.
And how do you feel like being like a girl in like a woman, right?
Yeah.
In the real estate business? Like, do you
It's
feel
hard. It's hard being a woman, and then it's hard being a Hispanic woman. Because people will stereotype and have stereotyped you of. And I've heard, even when I was starting as a real estate agent, I remember my first mentor, we were trying to find our way out of a builder, a new construction community. So I saw the workers there, and I was like, oh, why don't you ask them? They only know where the tacos truck is, because they were Hispanic. Another one, I remember I was forming my team. Someone else was interviewing another team agent, and I wanted to get that team member. The other team lead didn't get her. Oh, she was too Latina for me. And when I started my brokerage, she started her little Hispanic brokerage. So you do get stereotyped, right? There's things that you hear, and for me, it's just fire. I'm like, oh, that's fine. Like, you can underestimate me. I know what I can do. I know the value that I bring to my agents, the value that we bring to our clients, not just Hispanic clients, because we do work with all kinds of clients. We work with all kinds of agents, but it's just people want to put you in this bubble so that you're not a threat, right? So they can just kind of keep you there.
Yeah, in their mind.
In their mind. But we know that we're forming something so much bigger than what they want it to be.
That's crazy. So I guess, like, what made you want to be a broker? You were doing really good as a agent.
I wanted to step away from what I was seeing. Again, the dark side of real estate. And I felt like as an agent, I was always looking for help in different areas. I would call my lenders, my title companies, trying to get the right answers for my clients. So I was like, well, why don't I just put it all in one place and give it to my agents? It makes sense because they need CRM systems. They need help with social media. They need help with wanting to be a part of the community and leadership involvement. So why don't I just put everything in one area? And here you go. This is what you need. What else do you need? Okay, I can give that to you.
Honestly, it makes me think of my dad's business.
Why?
You know, because I'm working with my dad, right? And then he has a painter business or whatever. It's just like, you know, obviously it has like that Hispanic, you know, tag, you know, on it or whatever. Pero I feel like I'm really good at like the marketing, the social media, all this production stuff. But I'm like doing the labor part, you know, and in my head I am like, well, man, dude, like if you pay me as like this other thing, like I can do this for you, you know, like and bring you up and bring you more clients and all these things. Pero para él, he has a mentality of just like being like, nah, I need the help, like I need the people who do the work.
Hands-on.
Yeah, you know. But in a way, I'm thinking like that. It's como que you were out there doing the work, you know, like dealing with clients, which that was one of my questions. Like before you got here, I was thinking like, I wonder if she has a certain like specific clients that she'd rather work with, you know, or even if it's like a not in a bad way, but like a certain race of like, oh, I'd rather work with like Hispanic people just to help them out or algo, you know.
Or you're just like for all.
Yeah, I'm for all. I think when I first started, I was definitely focused on like DACA and ITIN clients because I felt like there was so much lack of support for that community. And there was. Back then in 2020, there weren't a lot of people giving resources for that. Everybody just kind of wanted like the high luxury money. And then people started seeing, oh, wait, we can make money off of this. And for me, it was actually helping. The money just came along with it, but it was never about the money to start off with. Now I've branched off into other areas. I work mainly with builders, to tell you the truth, because I wanted to start learning on how to invest, how to build. And to me, it's like if you can do that, then you make even more wealth for your family versus just purchasing your first home. So it's kind of taking it to the next level.
So how would it be like, okay, just random question, right? So when you buy your second home, right? Do you have to live in it or you could rent it?
Yeah, so it just depends how you want to buy it. If you want to rent out your first home and buy your second home and live that one, you can, or vice versa, right? You have your home now here, so you will live in your home and you can just buy your second one as an investment property.
And you have to put 20% down.
There's some loans now that offer 5% instead of 20%.
Oh.
So they're coming out with a lot of new programs that help you.
And what about like what is it? Like land, acres.
Oh, like land acquisition?
Yeah.
It just depends what you want to use it for. Whether you want to build, you can do a 2-in-1 where you buy the land and you also buy the builder loan at the same time. So you don't just buy the land here and you're paying interest rates. And then you buy the builder loan and you're paying interest rates there. You can put it all together in one.
So you can you, I guess speaking for us, right? Like our next move would be like getting like, I want an acre, like at least an acre, right? But I want to build our house. So I wouldn't even know like how to go about, you know, about this house.
Yeah.
I would want to sell it. I don't know if he'd want to sell it.
I mean, wouldn't renting it would be the better thing?
It depends on what the rent prices are around the area, what your interest rate and your mortgage is. So as long as you're not upside down, right? So if you want to rent it for, if your mortgage is $1,500 and you can rent it for $2,000, by all means rent it. Don't sell it. And this is coming from someone who wants to sell, right? Don't sell. You want to keep that money because now you're gaining profit from it. You can use the additional $500 for something else. But if you're going to be upside down, for example, my own house, right? When I first bought it, my intentions were to rent it, but my taxes went up. The area where I'm living at, the rent isn't that high. So for me, it wouldn't benefit me to rent it. It benefits me more to sell it, use that equity and invest it somewhere else. So it just really depends.
Are you,
what the numbers
you're still in your
like.
first home?
Yeah, I'm still, it's my first home with me and Evangeline, and then I have an investment property.
Oh.
But I might sell this home that I have with her.
Oh. How do you feel like emotionally to that home? Like, because I feel like we're both emotionally, well, more him, like emotionally.
No, I'm ready to go now. I'll tell you.
Well, never mind.
I'll tell you off camera why. Pero yeah, like I think the year is what, 2027.
Yeah.
That year I need to get out of here.
Yeah, but the thing is too though, like he gets paid like cash.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I don't know how
business loan. You can. There's bank statement loans. If you're depositing the cash, we can use that. There's so many programs out there. So
yeah.
even if you're getting paid cash.
Yeah, because I told him that this is the year that I kind of want to like sit down, like, you know, like let's say with you, right?
Yeah.
We sit down and like create a plan because I feel like we're not prepared for our next move, but I want to be prepared because I want to move out. Like,
yeah.
Maybe next year, I don't know, you know, like just, but then I just feel like what we're doing, it's not like, I don't know. I guess I just wouldn't know what programs they have.
And we actually just had a conversation with some kind of like content creators, right? Like what is it out there for people who are making their money freelance versus like an employee?
Yeah, because that's how he is.
Yeah, and there are programs for you guys, for the content creators, the influencers, the media world, basically, that works a little bit differently than your 9-to-5.
Oh my God, you see, like that's like key because I didn't even
because like where
think.
would you get those answers from, you know?
Yeah. Wow. What's one of your favorite programs to like talk about?
I still really love the ITIN. So as much as I kind of went a different direction with my business, like working with builders, I'm always going to have a soft spot for my ITIN clients, like the Hispanic community who doesn't really know, who's starting off, and that's the American dream, right? To buy the house, like this is it. So now, back then, it was you needed at least a 15 to 20% down. And they just came out with the program that gives them 3.5%.
Oh, wow.
So that's a huge difference.
But does that come with
a high interest?
Or something like to counter it?
Yeah,
No.
so it's the interest rate, and it's always with the idea of they can refinance later.
Which it would depend on the contract, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because like my mom, she did like owner finance, I think.
I'm very wary of those.
Oh my God, it was so terrible. Like I tell her, I'm like, the goal is that, do you need a real estate agent to like refinance?
No, you just need a loan officer.
Oh, okay. Because I told her, I'm like, this year, like your income tax money, we're gonna use to go refinance.
Her interest rate is pretty high, right?
Yeah, it's stupid high. Like
But
I get so upset.
Financing?
Huh?
Is she still owner financing?
Yeah.
Okay.
But see, the house is under her name and mine. I co-signed for her.
Oh, okay.
So then, but I don't make any payments on that house. It's just all hers.
Directly, and it comes from her bank account.
Yeah.
So you don't have to use, like, if you ever apply for a loan, because she's been paying it for more than 12 months.
Oh yeah, it's been since Harvey.
Okay.
What year?
So it won't affect your debt as long as you can show proof.
Oh, okay.
That
And I
it's
always
under her
worried
name.
about that too. So
Yeah.
I told her, I'm like, this year you're gonna refinance, and I'm not gonna go on it because I've been helping her build her credit, and I was like, but I guess if it's like that, I guess it wouldn't matter, you know.
Yeah,
But
you do need to show proof, kind of like it's a lease.
Yeah, like I make the payments,
Yeah.
but it comes from her bank account.
But you make the payments?
Yeah, it's literally through QuickBooks.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's QuickBooks. It's my login with her information.
Okay, but
Yeah.
it's not your name tied to the payment?
No, it's through her bank. It's literally all through her bank, but I'm the one making the payment through her bank.
For her,
yeah.
basically. Okay.
It's like, let's say on QuickBooks is my name and her name, but the bank account is just her.
Okay.
Like I'm not on that bank account.
Or no,
It's just your account. It's just like your
Just her QuickBooks, basically.
Yeah,
Like
just
your
for
email and
QuickBooks.
that's it.
Yeah, it's just my email. But I always worried about that too. I'm just like, damn, like when we get our next place, you know, because it's something that we really like just have on the back of our mind. And I was like, damn, like, so I told my mom, I'm like, I think this year you're gonna have to like refinance and probably put my sister on it, you know, because she's the one that lives with her.
Okay.
And if she wants to take over the house, then she's more than welcome to or whatever. But I guess that makes sense. I can prove.
So you just need a lender. So as long
Yeah.
as you get a good lender, and I can always refer you contacts for
Oh,
whoever
yes,
you need.
for
That
sure.
way they can refinance and take you off the loan.
Yeah, because I definitely want to do that for her. Because sometimes when I make her payments, I feel so bad, and I'm just like, "Now you're paying so much interest," you know.
How high is it?
I think it's like, I could be wrong, but I think it's like a 10.
Yeah, that's the thing with owner financing. You're the bank, right? The owner is the bank, so I can set my own terms however I want to.
Yeah. Would you recommend selling like a house as owner finance?
That's how my investment is.
Oh, okay.
It's like a devil's advocate, right?
Well, it's because
Yeah.
it's like a win for you, right?
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, because
So-
I'm thinking like I think
But
that's
would
probably.
I buy one? No.
Yeah.
Owner financing.
Yeah, no, because my mom had just terrible credit. That's why I had
Yeah.
to co-sign her, right? And but I think that's another option that I would want to look into, like depending, like you said, how much the rent is. Obviously, get advice,
Yeah.
you know, and see where well, maybe we just don't have to sell. We can do owner finance. But then as an owner finance, you have to deal with all that, right? Like
Yes, you just want to make sure that it's kind of like renters, right? They have to make the payments. If not, the loan is still under your name. So it's going to affect you if they don't make the payment. So you have to make the payment if they're not making it. So it doesn't affect your credit.
But you get higher interest.
But yeah, you could make a really good, basically it's a long-term investment
Yeah.
on your end. Like you could sell and get your equity up front. Use that money, maybe like a 1031 exchange to invest it into something else so the taxes don't come out. But with owner financing, you're playing the long game. You get your money out of interest rates versus just upfront.
Yeah. And do you feel like all the legal stuff, does it bore you or does it like...
No, I love it.
Yeah.
Because there's like ways that you can play the system, which is what the wealth wealthy people are doing, right? That's how they stay wealthy. There's ways that you can avoid to pay certain taxes legally to where it doesn't come back to you.
I know I know we're just jumping around like certain questions or whatever, but when you said about the fence thing, like what was that? Like you're like, oh, you gotta be careful with it.
Just if there's like an HOA, then you just have to get the permitting for that.
Oh.
If you paid for the fence, make sure it's facing a certain side so that you know it's yours and they can't come around and try to tear it down or come after you.
Oh, wow. Because we redid this one. I don't know if I'm getting in trouble, right?
Why?
I mean,
for saying it?
No, but they already sold it.
You're like, hold on, let's turn off the mic.
No, they sold the house already.
Oh.
There's a new owner.
But so that's already been done when they got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, this fence is facing me, like the good side.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
And then I redid this fence with the neighbor, but it's like the this and this and this and this.
Did y'all split it?
Yeah, we split.
Okay, then yeah.
And then, but the back one is like falling apart. So it's like.
You could do the same thing, one and the other, and split it with them.
Yeah.
I want to make some money. It'll hold up for another. I'm almost out of here.
2027.
Yeah. And overall, like, what's something you would want to tell somebody that wants to get into real estate? Were you doing like courses, right? Or no?
But wants to get into real estate as a realtor?
Yeah, as a realtor.
Or put their foot in the door, right?
Yeah,
or
just
whatever.
like
Get their foot in the door.
that you think that if somebody hears, like, they're like, oh, maybe I could be a realtor.
Like it's not easy for one.
Yeah, I would say be open-minded and be coachable. That's what I tell every agent. They ask me, what do you want from me? Be open-minded. Because some people already know real estate and that's great, but there's always things you can learn. I feel like I'm still learning. I'm always going to be learning. And being coachable instead of like, hey, maybe you could have worded this differently to your client. Or if you become a team leader, you start scaling up in the world of real estate, probably teaching this to your agent this way, or teaching your agent certain things that maybe you didn't know but they want to learn, and just not taking the opportunity away from someone. Just because it didn't work for you doesn't mean it's not going to work for them. You just don't know.
Yeah.
So being coachable, it's such a huge thing, because again, if you're not, you're just going to resent me.
Yeah.
Oh no, she's telling me I'm wrong. Not at all. There's always room for growth.
Yeah. What about the commercial real estate? Have you
Yes, so we opened our commercial division at Alumbra Properties this year, and we have our agent Lorena, and she's amazing. She's so great at it, and that's a whole other thing, because they're not regulated contracts like they are with residential. The terms are so different. The agents are different. It's just an entire different thing than just residential, but it's great. And when I first started as an agent, it was something that I was very interested in, and I was going to get into it, but then I was stopped from one of my brokers. But now that I started my company and started working with other commercial agents, I'm so happy that we get to form that, because I feel like that's where the biggest real estate deals are made. Because if you can do the land acquisition on a greater scale and start building developments, then you can sell those to the first-time home buyers. So it's kind of a trickle down.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Because there's this one girl, I don't know if you've seen her or not, but her name's Mariela. And she literally looks like a freaking Hispanic Kim Kardashian. I'm not even kidding you. Like, at least I think she went.
I'm gonna go look her up.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you who she is. And I know she does, like, I would see her post, like, she does. I don't know, recently I haven't really seen her post much about like what she's doing, but she used to post a lot, and she would do commercial business, and like she would be wearing like the diamond.
Wait, is she my cousin's friend?
Yeah, her.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say she looks like Erica and stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I know who she is.
Yeah, like she's really pretty, and I would see her, and I'm just like, damn, like she's really into the commercial side of it. Like, so she would. I remember one time she's like, "Oh, this Wingstop's going up for sale," or something like that, and I'm just like, "Oh, okay."
It's so interesting. It's such a different experience from the residential that we've been doing. But I love it, because I feel like it opens more doors and information that we can still be putting out there in a different way. Yeah.
And then do you feel like, okay, so do you have like an office?
Not yet, so we're working on getting one.
Oh, okay. So everybody's from home, kind of?
We work off title companies right now. The good thing is we've been able to build relationships with other people in the industry, so not just realtors, lenders, titles. So our preferred title companies let us borrow their training room while we're getting our office being built right now. So hopefully that is done by May.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations.
Thank
I'm excited
you.
for that. And then, so like, I guess it's 1099, so you only pay them what they work, right?
Yes, they're commission based, only commission.
Yeah, so you don't have any full-time employees.
I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I have 3 employees.
Oh, okay. So what are they like?
So our director of operations, she does all the back end work, like making sure our systems are up and running. If any agents have any questions, she does that. Ordering signage, business cards, doing our social media marketing. So that's her. Then we have our transaction coordinator. She also gets paid, but she gets paid more by transaction versus like an hourly wage. And then we have our accountant. So we have a really good admin team in place that is helping grow the agents, which is what I wanted, because I really wanted it to kind of be a one-stop shop where the agents don't have to figure out what to do. It's like, we know we can just ask someone inside the company.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like the one-stop shop, right?
I'm not gonna lie, it's very inspiring. It really is inspiring in a way that, like, I wonder how we can take what we do and kind of use that same system to like build what we have, you know, this company or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Because it is a company now.
Yeah, well, I'm always happy to like bounce back ideas, because even when you were telling me about Evangeline, I'm like, oh my god, that's such a great idea.
Yeah.
So I love being like around people like this, so like want to keep growing.
Yeah, and that's what we were saying. Like, it's always good to surround yourself with like like-minded people. You know, people that are just, they're gonna like see like this. Like, you're just telling us, and I feel like I'm just taking the information, you know. But it's one of those things where it's like he said, like he just felt inspired, you know, and it's always great. Because these conversations, like, we need to have them. Yeah. And sometimes over having, like, drama conversations, like, have some informational conversations, you know? Yeah. And even if you're, like, just friends, like, inform your friends. Like, oh, did you know? Because I used to do that a lot. Like, I used to work at a funeral home, and I was, like, all about, like...
he was telling me that you were...
Yeah, and I would always be like, oh, well, did you know that this, and this, you know? Like, even if they were my friends, and sometimes I was younger. I was like 19 working in that industry, you know. But I always felt like the urge to want to teach people what I know, you know. But I was also, like you said, I always felt like coachable. Yeah. Like, I always want to learn. Like, it's just like, I want to learn every day. Like, why not? You know,
those are the best kinds of people, because you're wanting to learn, and then like, I'm gonna show you too. Like, I want, like, you get excited. Like, that information excites you.
Yeah, because Milo's the same way. Like, he just like, he learns something. I'm always like, what did you learn? Yeah. And then he'll tell me, and then, you know, and I'm just like, wow. And lately I've been like, wow, thank you, teacher. And he's like, I'm not your teacher.
Oh, you know? I love that.
Don't call me teacher.
Don't call me teacher. But overall, what's one of a goal you have for this year?
For this year, I had a lot of goals. And I always start with a lot of goals, and I kind of rearrange them as I go.
As you should. You know? Like, it's just, I feel like it happens, right? Like, you want to set something realistic and then adjust because you just don't know what life is going to throw at you. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. And I've been able to reach a few already, but my biggest one this year is to pay off my parents' house. I think that's like my ultimate one that I really want to reach. If not this year, then for sure by next year, but I really want it to be this year.
Yeah. And do they know?
No.
So do you just make their house payment, or how?
Yeah. Yes, but I want to just pay it off completely. That way they don't have to worry about anything. Because I feel like if they're not stressed, then I won't be stressed anymore. Yeah.
So what do you mean? Like, you make the payments for them like I do for my mom, or you pay for him?
Well, I give the money to my mom.
Oh, I see. Oh, wow.
But that's already in itself.
That's definitely, like, I know that's something he's like, what?
I'm flexing for you.
I was like,
touch me again.
I was like, I know that's something definitely like that he would like to do for.
Yeah, I would love that.
That's for cool. His parents. Like, that's amazing. Like,
it's kind of like, you want to give. They've done so much for you, so
it's
time to get back.
And you know, I did want to touch on real quick before we end the podcast that it was a good example when you said the whole Germany, because I feel like us thinking that our parents coming to the United States, I feel like we realize that it's a lot of work for them. Yeah. But I think saying Germany
like puts things into like perspective.
Yeah. But other than that,
honestly, we appreciate you coming on. You know, it was fun, and we hope to see you more. You know, like, especially definitely. at the event, the kids event. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed the podcast with us. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. All your information will be in the description below. So make sure you guys follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and all that.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe as well. And that's it. Much love.
Peace, guys.
Peace.